And if Tim Gibson is in the room, we'd be delighted to hear from you. Good morning.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Tim Gibson. I'm a faculty member at Mason. I'm also the president of the Virginia Conference of the American Association of University Professors. I'm speaking today to urge Mason's Board of Visitors to renew their commitment to building a university free from discrimination, exclusion, and inequality. I'm calling on the board to recommit to Mason's fundamental belief in the value of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And yes, I'm calling on the board to refuse the destructive path of your colleagues at UVA, Virginia Tech, and VCU. Let's be honest about this. By eliminating their campus DEI offices, the governing boards at UVA, Virginia Tech, and VCU are sending a clear message. They are saying that they want to take Virginia's universities back to a time when discrimination and mistreatment based on race, gender, and sexuality went unremarked and unchallenged. It seems, in fact, that these governing boards pined for the days when hiring committees were not encouraged to recruit a diverse pool of qualified applicants, and when complaints about sexual or gender-based harassment were met with hostility and indifference. This is shameful. We are standing today in the Commonwealth of Virginia, a state in which the scourge of racial segregation and gender-based exclusion in education remains in the living memory of many Virginians. Again, we need to be clear about this. To roll back diversity and inclusion programs and policies in Virginia today is to capitulate to the very same social and political movements who put up massive resistance to school desegregation in the 1960s and 70s. The opponents of equality and racial justice are still here. They want the Confederate statues to go back up. They want Toni Morrison books out of the schools, and they want the police body cams turned off. It seems these boards across the Commonwealth apparently want us to go backward as well, but we are not going back, not without a fight. One final point. You can say that racial and gender-based discrimination is a thing of the past, or that systemic racism and sexism do not exist, and that racism is about individual preferences in such a way that it makes sense to talk about reverse racism against white Virginians. You can say all of that, but you would be living in a fantasy world. You would be a science denier, much like those who deny climate science or the science of vaccines. The stubborn persistence of racism, misogyny, and homophobia in American life in the domains of education, housing, employment, and medicine continues to be one of the most consistent findings in social science research, year after year, study after study. Please do not be a denier. Please do not join with or reproduce ideologies that distort the continuing material reality of systemic racism and gender-based harassment in American higher education. Please do take a stand for principles and values of openness, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then join us so that we can all get to the important work of building a better Mason for all students, no matter who they are, where they came from, or what they believe. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Gibson. Appreciate that. Now, if I could invite to the